Good evening, everyone. Hello, Tucson. So I want to talk a little bit about trauma. And I was just having a conversation with my daughter. So it's like I stopped fighting back because every time I'd open my mouth or if I would speak about how I was treated, automatically it's in your head. It was always it was always with a pushback, or well, you could have done it too, and so on. So what I did was I just stopped fighting back. Right, I just gave up, and I just lived my own life and isolated myself, and I just did my own thing. And I can't tell you how many times I would go back to my parents and I would talk to them. They never called. Well, you can call us too. And then when I called, I had nothing to say, and it was always that shall pass or something. It was really strange. I can't remember exact words that she would use, but the other day we were in the car, and my daughter mentioned it, and I was like, and she's like, it's pointless to talk to somebody who acts like nothing's wrong. It's weird. But I just find it sad because I never used to take anything from anyone. I would not back down. And I found myself in the last 10 years taking it. People say that when you walk with God, that he fights your battles, and he does. He has fought my battles so many times, I can't even tell you. I never know when it's going to happen, but one thing my daughter did tell me the other day, she goes, you always see people get it back. I always see what happens to them. And I just kind of brush it off. You know what I mean? Because I used to say, oh, I don't want them to get what they gave to me. I don't want them to feel the same way I feel. Yes, you do. Because it's the only way people learn. And I, with a family member specifically, I used to beg God not to do it, just to let it be. You know what I mean? And I started getting sick really bad to the point I couldn't walk. And so one day I released it. Okay, go do what you gotta go do. Dear God, I don't have that power of authority, and you're making me sick. I'm not doing this anymore. But I didn't put the two and two together till he almost cut his thumb off. Then I realized, because I was carrying his burdens when he should be carrying his own burdens. And I've learned that we need to let other people carry their burdens. Releasing is good. Standing your ground is good. Today I'm standing my ground. When that whole 911 operator thing happened, I told her if anything happened to us, that was on her. It's her fault. And we were already disconnected. And I cursed. It's a whole different stress. And I was feeling afraid for a good week after. But you know what? If another person taps on my window, I'm going to become a tornado. I am not putting up with that. And there's no reason for you to be tapping my window. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've never in my life. Well, yes, I have. See, I take that back. I had a peeping Tom. Well, actually, they thought that my ex-husband, my son's dad, hired him to stalk me because he wanted back in the house. And then the guy just took off on his own. He used to tap on my son's bedroom window and then on my windows. And my friend tells me, after 2 years, she says, I think you should call the police. That's been going on long enough. And then they asked me, because when the police came, I told them how long it had been happening. So what they did was they pulled the canines and they took me to his front door. And when they came to my house, they asked me if I knew who it was. I said, and I told them who it was. And they looked at me like, how'd you know? I go, well, he was in my driveway at 1 o'clock in the morning asking if he could come in. That would be a no. And I have my son with me. Are you out of your mind? I had just got off work. I used to be a bartender. And, yeah, no. Those are red flags. And I'm talking to you guys about this stuff because it's important. When you think it's your neighbor, it's your neighbor. Alright, peace out. God bless.